Hey guys, is it working this time? Let's hope everybody didn't just leave. That's what happened last time this happened. If that's how we're starting this one off, I'll be a little disheartened. But in case this is the new start over, welcome back. It is Ration Museum Bulletin number 25. It is January 10th, 2021. Can anybody hear me this time? Oh, thank gosh. All right. So hey Zeno, hey Jeremiah, hey Marilyn, hey JW, and from before, hey to Gunner and oh gosh, who else was here? There's Joe, yeah, to Gunner and Joe, and I'm still missing somebody else. So say howdy. But sorry about that. That was one of those false starts. Everything looked fine on my end. It said I was streaming, so I was talking to nobody for a few minutes. Man, that was weird. You know, whenever you guys aren't saying anything at all, I just wonder, like, was this the week that I waited way too late to announce I was going live or not? But, all right, so, rough start. Whew, all right, so, now, taking off, I had just cut a box open, this over here, so I already did the cutting. I was going all slow. Nobody saying a word. But so we have. Let me just get back to the beginning here. So we've got a box to go through. We've got Nick Ambergelli over here as well, and we've got an awesome tech project that we want to loop you guys in on. That's going to potentially be what puts the Ration Museum on the map and gets people aware of what we're doing, and gives us something to give back into the rest of the world that's ration related that can actually be useful. So we're really excited. We're thinking about eating a ration tonight that I've had for a couple years. Been intending to get to and try finally, and then we're gonna do some tech stuff. So good to see everybody. Booger butt and booger butt. Welcome. James, welcome. Good to see you guys. All right, so let's jump over to the mail call. So this is one that I got back in November, and it was one of those you're not really quite sure if it's going to be good, if it's going to be bad. You have no, I mean, you're not quite sure what it is. So you're taking the chance of, is this something that's interesting historically? Is this just a random reproduction? Is this, nonsense? So it was $20. I took a risk. We'll see. In the long run, it seems like it might be something authentic, but even if it's a reproduction, it'll be interesting to figure out what and why led to its production. So, all right, howdy, Gail, welcome. So we're going to dive in on this. This, was one of those lost in the mail for the longest time kind of things. So for the U.S., for something to be in the mail for like 7 or 8 weeks is pretty long. Now, granted, anytime I'm ordering something from the Russian Federation, that's pretty standard, but this wasn't from Russia. So, let's see. We got a can. And we got another can. I think that's it. Just double checking. Howdy, guys. So this time you can see me, just making sure. Sorry, I get so paranoid when things go wrong. Somebody said yes in the very beginning, but since then it's just been howdies. Lots of howdies. Yeah, okay, thanks, Jeremiah. All right, so let's see what we got here. So these were one of those like look too good to be true kind of things and probably are, but in terms of their appearance, they were really interesting. Looking at them now, yeah, these are definitely reproduction. That's almost certainly laser printing. So I wonder what led to these. Let's see. So we've got these two cans. And now that I've got them up close, it looks almost like they were rattle can jobs. Like somebody just spray painted a gold can or a regular can, and then probably like had one of those like laser transfer labels or something, because there's like a little kind of box around it. So maybe they did a transfer and like heat transferred something on. So yeah, so this is a bust. It's neat, but like this isn't a real ration. There wasn't one that's this small. It would have been this same, let's see, hard to show. Yeah, they're a good deal different in size. So pineapple pudding sounds like I don't know what, and beef stew with vegetables. That's just beef stew with vegetables. $2,000, 12/28, maybe December 28th, 2000. This might have been made. I don't know. So these are interesting. I wonder what led to these getting made. There's somebody's careful work, it looks like. So, but just the feel of them, these have a kind of rubberized, not rubberized, but this feels just like somebody's spray paint job. The way fingerprints are even leaving on it. It's plasticine almost. Nick, feel these weirdo rations.
I just googled the food on the rations. It says they're located in the Philippines.
The actual company?
Yeah.
Foster?
Yeah, Foster Foods.
Interesting.
They do mostly poultry though since 1997. This definitely feels like spray paint, like bad enamel.
Yeah, it's weird.
And if you look really closely, you can see when the paint was wet and people left thumbprint marks in it.
Yeah, I was thinking at first that was my own, but no, that's from when it was painted. So yeah, these are reproduction. At least the guy was honest. He said he's pretty sure they're reproduction, but he didn't know how to tell. Well, I guess that's fair.
Might have been a movie prop or something.
That's what I'm thinking. Like maybe these were made for a movie. They came out of I want to say Vancouver, so it's quite possible they were in some TV production or something.
There's a lot of filming in Vancouver.
There's a ton up there.
Cool feeling though.
All right, so that's a bit of a just that was a risk worth taking, I think, but definitely not real rations. So, all right, good start. Double good start, I guess. I figured the Wi-Fi should actually work better in here. We're back in the conference room for this episode, but so we're going to start off with a meal. We've got couple-year-old MRE Nation meal, pepperoni pizza. It's a different menu now, but when I got this, it was number 38. So I still have not had one of these, and Nick and I are pretty hungry, so we're gonna split this thing. There we go. Oh, great. I hate when this happens. So now there's two streams because the other one, even though I stopped it, and even though it wasn't working, and even though it didn't start in the first place, now it's stuck and still running. Can somebody tell anybody in that stream that I can't ever get into again, I guess, that it's not there. I don't know. This software sometimes, I tell you, it's been good for a while, but thanks, Salty Croc, and welcome. And welcome, Old Smoky. Good to see you. I was talking to nobody for 10 minutes and then switched and then stopped and started again. So that's how I'm here. Sorry, it was the right link until 10 minutes ago when I had to stop. I don't know of any way when I'm already streaming and it says I'm live to do anything at all to fix it when it didn't actually start other than stop it. So, sorry. I hope everybody can find this one. I do feel like I'm talking to myself a lot, fireman. I do, quite a bit. Okay, so this is one of the neat rations from MRE Nation. I'm actually excited to try this one. So we've got an MRE Star accessory packet. We've got a Cran Raspberry First Strike bar. We've got a pepperoni and cheese pizza. Pepperoni with cheese piece of pizza. For some reason, I thought there were two in here, so I'm wrong there. There's just one piece. We're going to split it. Some garlic mashed potatoes. Ooh. A maple muffin top, trans fat free, TFF version. Then we've got a standard pack with peanut butter, apple jelly, grape jelly, crackers, orange drink, vanilla icing, and a hot beverage bag. So that'll be fun. Well, here they all come. Hey Ben, welcome. Sorry, yeah, Corey, you were in the other one. Sorry I lost you there. Alright, let's see. We'll back this up a bit. There we go. So, I never know what the icing is for. I remember the moments, like when we were like, it would be great if we had icing to go along with some of this stuff. But I guess put some on the muffin top. I guess you could put some on the First Strike bar. I mean, that's kind of the point, right? Just try and mix stuff up. So we've got to heat up the pizza. Got to heat up the mashed potatoes. Got what looks like 2 beverage bags. We've got, oh, that's Nick. Corey, that's Nick. He said,
Hey.
He says hi. So there we go. He's going to be joining me. Nick's pretty much the only other person who's been able to come here and physically help at the museum since we started. Helped move every box over here, helped all the breakdown and making all the boxes and the shelves and all that stuff. Nick's been my right-hand man. So take a bow.
I would, but my back hurts from all the boxes.
Yeah, still. Smoky 25 Minotaur discount code. Yeah, and that's the so Minotaur Trading is like the right place to go for this kind of stuff now, right? I think maybe not MRE Nation. I'm not sure how that all worked out, but we got our crackers, got peanut butter, apple, and grape jelly. That's gonna be good. Let's get the FRH going with the pizza and mashed potatoes. So I'm just gonna fold this over so it's a little easier to drop in there with the FRH.
Should I grab bowls for the mashed potatoes?
Sure.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Hey, Kaylin, welcome. Oh, cool. Code works for both. Smoky 25. That's a great discount. Let's see. I'm doing this wrong already. So I'm going to put the pizza in the bag. I'm going to rest the bag on the mashed potatoes, and you know, we'll get the pizza hot at least. Now I'm thinking about it. What side's going to be the top and what side's going to be the bottom? I'm feeling stuff on this side, so I'm going to keep this side away from the heater, just because I don't want to open it up to completely melted goo. All right, so let's get a little bit of water. Let me just hold it right over the laptop. Nick, I don't think I even told you, but maybe I did. I poured a cup of coffee on the laptop one day.
Yeah, I remember that.
That was a fun one.
But you saved it.
Oh wow, wait, I think I put way too much in there. I did. Just gonna, yep. Just gonna take a little back out. All right. So, put the heater all the way down in there. Stop making a ton of noise. So, JW, welcome in, welcome in. Some of you guys missed the mail call. I had picked up what was listed as an unknown ration, possibly reproduction, and sure enough was. That was this set of, they were marked ration type K, you know, and the pictures weren't the best. So I was thinking there was a tiny chance that these might be some 10-in-1 items. But these are spray painted cans with laser printed labels, so it's somebody's reproduction project. You know, pretty good looking, but you know, and plus the beef stew can is just a regular Campbell's soup can size, so that was a dead giveaway. All right, so now we've got this going. These didn't have that little cardboard sleeve, so I'm going to use upside down bowl as my or something, and another bowl, keep that there. No, that's not going to work at all. I know what I'm going to do. I know what I'm going to do. So now that this is going good, I'm going to put them both inside. So yeah, so this is a, so back to the question at hand. You know, we're going to eat in I want to say it's a 2018. Well, I'll be able to tell you in a second. Menu 38 MRE Nation pepperoni pizza. That's pepperoni pizza, garlic mashed potatoes.
Can you put them in the bag? Keep the thing closed? No.
I'm just gonna do that. I know that's supposed to go up top, but it doesn't matter. Okay, so now that that's cooking, let's see what else we got here. Shrimp and sausage. Wait, what's Salty Croc's cooking some shrimp and sausage gravy with grits? That sounds fantastic. Yeah, Gunner saw the cans, so that's all you would have missed. I did the unboxing thing. You know, it was a bit of a bust, but it was fun, and then we started on this. That's all. Let's see. History Savior's got a giveaway. Let's see. Go comment on new video from him from the last 2 weeks. Yeah, everybody go do that and subscribe if you haven't. He's got tons of great information. Tim, welcome to the stream, by the way. Good to see you. Let's see. Oh. Yeah, Corey's talking about the delays in the mail too. Everything's backed up at this point. So I was lucky I got all the stuff that I did get before the holidays, you know, and didn't have to deal with too much in terms of delays. But
First strike bar.
You wanna get over here on actual cam?
Oh.
Grab a chair. So we're I'm honestly not sure I've had a cran raspberry first strike bar before.
Requires a strong jaw.
It does indeed. So,
Really tasty though.
my first strike bars, I always find really interesting. Just that they're kind of like more like a brick of caramel, or some kind of candy bar, or like a I don't know. It's hard to describe what I'm trying to describe. Like a big block of sugar, caramelized sugar, that then also has some other nutritional qualities in it, or some crunched up rice or something in there. But it really just feels like it's a big old block of caramel or sugar or something.
I really like the way it tastes, to be honest with you.
I mean, I love these.
Yeah.
What'd you get from Dunkin's, Corey? I mean, what particular Dunkin's this time? Hey, Dubsy. Welcome. Good to see you.
Can I check out the wrapper shop?
Cran raspberry.
Yeah.
So I've had a bunch of different varieties of the first strike bars. The big bars are like this. The smaller bars are kind of like a softer, like a soft cookie kind of a texture or something. And they have all kinds of flavors like banana and the chocolate ones and whatnot. But these bigger first strike bars,
calorically, it's pretty good with all like the vitamins and stuff you get. It's pretty dope.
I mean, that's intentional.
You can also buy these, can't you? Like, huh?
So I was afraid that was going to happen. The mashed potatoes being in there pretty much shut down the FRH. So here we go. I just need to let it air back out and get it back on. Let me, oh wait, I can use this same water. I'll do that, not directly to the microphone. All right, it's starting to cook again. Probably just gonna have to either microwave or other, toast up those mashed potatoes some other way. I don't know what I can do there. I mean, I'll still put it on top of it so it'll get some cooking done. I think the FRH is fine. It's that delicate balance. Normally you have a box and then you can slip the second one into the box with everything else around it so that there's still not as much pressure on the FRH. But if you cram the FRH in there and there's no air around it, the reaction doesn't happen as well, and it seems to just kind of stop. I mean, it's already, going back to warm, so we'll just have to give it some more time.
I just wanted to see if I had those big binder clips.
Oh,
yeah.
That'll work. Just putting that on there will work. So we're going to jump into the crackers. Oh, happy early birthday, Kaylin. Let's see. So this is doing one of those, I think we've all run into it, where the label's sticking to the actual cracker inside, like they were baked together.
Wow.
But it's separated well enough. Oh, I keep doing stuff off stream. Let me back this up. There we go. Making a good old mess already.
Smells like garlic. Or is that the chemical?
Probably the chemical.
Smells like garlic.
Let me tilt it away from you.
Start getting woozy.
It should just be hydrogen gas that's coming out of here. Really like those those boxes or sleeves or anything like that. Really do help make it easy to just fold it all up, have a little tuckable thing, and lean it on whatever you want. I could be wrong too, Smokey, but we just saw it. It was, and let me top this off. So it was puffed up and it was cooking and it was fine. I stuck the other thing in there and got it a little tight, and then we stopped paying attention to it and it stopped entirely. Now it's, now it's fully heated. I mean, that's hot. That's too hot to touch. I could set this on fire right here, I'm sure. Yeah. But yeah, it's already puffed right back out. So just getting it with the pressure back off of it and a little air around it seemed to make all the difference in the world. It came right back. All right, so got a lot of cracker crumbs. We'll deal with that after. Here is a cracker. You can grab your bowl, I guess. And I'll do the same. I'm gonna.
You want another bowl?
No, we can. Where the heck did these come from?
They were in the break room.
Interesting. Just do that. All right, so I got my bowl. I got my big old cracker chunk. Get that out of there. Still not doing anything in the actual shot. Let's see. There. Yeah, I mean that's a good trick too. If there's ever one that just refuses to start up at all, take a pinch of salt and put it in there with the water and knead it around and give it a little more time, and that seems to wake them back up too, pretty reliably. So I'm saying we're going to keep this for dessert, the icing and muffin top. That's going to be good. Got our orange flavored drink. Orange drink. We got 12 ounces of water goes with this. We got peanut butter, grape jelly, apple jelly. Pick your jelly.
I like apple.
Apple's yours. We're gonna do the the jelly should be jelly. The peanut butter gets a little stiff, and just giving it a good run through your hands like that really gets it mixed back up. And then, it should come out the creamiest peanut butter you've ever seen. Hey, Landell, welcome. Good to see you. Well, heck, we're having a great turnout this weekend. I appreciate everybody coming out to these. Hope you're all having a good Sunday. Getting some work done, getting some relaxation done, getting whatever you want done, even if what you want done is to do nothing. If anybody's doing any home improvements, be careful around ladders, all right? I don't know what I mean by any of that, but all right, you can take the first shot with the peanut butter. Ooh.
Peanut butter.
Yeah, these MRE Nation accessory kits certainly do not skimp on the the accoutrements for your crackers. You get every option.
That's really
Don't overanalyze your previous. Don't overanalyze it, Smokey. If you're saying and who cares? I mean, were you trying a really old? I didn't catch last night. Like I said, did you try a really old beer or several? Going up to -20 in northern Minnesota, huh? That's gonna be fun. I miss that kind of temperature.
Want some apple gel?
Sure. You want some grape?
Nah.
Yeah, there's more than you can really use.
Mm-hmm. The peanut butter is really good.
It's probably Kern. Just gonna double check if it's Kern Foods. No, this is Diamond Crystal from Savannah, Georgia. It's the peanut butter this time.
Got some peanut butter in your beard.
Got some peanut butter in my beard. Indeed. It's too good.
Mm-hmm.
Too good to waste. Peanut butter. There you go. I think we're both going to need to go wash our hands and come right back. Just give me 1 minute. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. Yeah, just squeeze peanut butter onto your hands while you're doing a stream. That's great. Great idea, Sean. Great idea. All right. So, Pat Miller, welcome. Good to see you. Yeah, definitely. -20. Make sure you got a thermal layer and a base layer and a removable layer. And you'll be fine. -20 is not that cold. Now -60. Let me tell you all about -60. No, I've been in -55.
What's that like?
And the town I was in was having warnings playing over the emergency broadcast band, and so everybody had their little weather radio cube. I don't know if anybody's familiar with those, but there's these cube radios that you would get that just pick up this weather, this nationwide weather band, and that's it. That's all they do, and they'll sit there, and you can turn them on, and you get your general weather information, your local details, and that kind of stuff. But so that radio, as soon as she turned it on, my friend who I was staying with at the time turned it on. It was just announcing over and over, 3 minutes, 3 minutes, 3 minutes, and it's like, what's that? It's like, oh yeah, that's how long it takes before the water in your eyeballs will freeze if you go outside. It's like, oh, okay, that's terrifying. But yeah, -55, gasoline is useless, diesel's useless. Like that's at that temperature, unless you're running something that's like mixed with kerosene or something, and even then I'm not sure, but it's insane. That was at 7,000. That was at 7,000 feet in Montana in the dead of winter in a storm. So it wasn't normal. There's no way you guys go. Yeah, no. In 7,000 feet in Montana, it gets that cold very rarely. It was negative 55 Fahrenheit the time that I was trapped there for a bit. That was in West Yellowstone. So 6,667 feet. Close enough. But in Bozeman, where I used to live, it would regularly get down to like negative 25, negative 30 for like a week or two every winter, and then it would come back up to like the negative mid-20s, negative 20, and then it would be in the negative teens for months, you know, but once or twice like negative 35 in town for a day, you know, but yeah, negative 55, you had to be, you know, way the hell up in the mountains. Heck, up in the mountains. Sorry. All right. So, 5 minutes in English rain, and no, thank you. You know, that finds its way to your bones unless you got a warm woolly jumper. And I don't wear warm woolly jumpers because then the Catholic nuns will find me. I don't know. All bad jokes, terrible jokes. All right, so I don't know that I'm gonna put mashed potatoes in this. Oh, hey, let's see what our pizza's doing. Hot.
It's probably a pizza.
Might skip the mashed potatoes if they're. Ooh, they're hot. Okay, never mind. We're gonna figure that out too. Okay, so let's get an angle where.
I can always grab more bowls too.
All right, grab yourself one.
Okay.
I'll use this one. There's only the slightest bit of peanut butter in here. Now we haven't hit it yet, but oh my God, hey, we're at 24. Thanks everybody for coming by. I hope you're having fun. We're not even at the fun part of the stream yet. This is just the warm up. I can't wait to show you guys what I'm talking about. It's going to be so cool. But I'm waiting until a little after 6 to get that going. I've got some demonstrations, some tech demonstrations, and we're going to talk through the idea that I still think it's going to be what gets us out there. Oh. Okay. First thoughts on smell.
Smells like a pepperoni pizza.
Okay, so this was packaged. It's torn, but you can make it out just fine. 8033. So this is the 33rd day of 2018 was when this particular pizza went in. I'm happy with the crumbs so far. Went into this pouch. So from the box to your stomach, whatever this blade has touched. Apologies. Okay. All right. So let's see about some mashed taters. I'm excited here. This is my first MRE pizza. Gunner's saying he got some 2020 Moors. Moors are one of my favorite things. They're dangerous to have around for me because it's just the snacks. It's just the snacks. Like whoever came up with the Moor deserves a commendation. Modular operational ration enhancement. For anybody who's not familiar with what Gunner's talking about and what I'm talking about here, so the Moor is a supplement. So you get your standard meal, and then you get your more based on your region. So there's the hot and cold weather mores, and there's the high altitude, and so there's like the desert, the mountains, etc., etc. I think there's 4 varieties or 3 varieties. But or overall packaging types. And then within each, there's the type 1, type 2, type 3. in the last set I got, which was a 2014 set. So glad to hear they're still making them, and they're essentially just extra calories. So it'll be like baked snack crackers, energy gel, pack of crackers, gum, etc. Like in one little pouch by itself. No main, no sides. Just snacks. And man, oh man, I love those things. All right.
Sounds interesting.
Got our mashed taters. Oh. It's not army food if somebody doesn't slop it down in front of you unceremoniously.
Thank you.
2 varieties in the high altitude and then the hot weather one. So there's 3 total types. Is that it? Can't recall. Or is it 2 in each type? Wait, what's 1 year out of date, Corey? The energy gel, the mixed berry energy gel. I'm not a giant fan. I think I brought up a while ago. I have a bunch of those somewhere. So somebody, I think already might have claimed them. Oh, man, I was looking at was it you that was just telling me about that the steak and kidney puddings and etc. in a can?
Yeah, they're called Frey bentos. They're from England, so I think
Yeah, Corey might be aware. Corey, have you ever had Frey bentos canned, like with the where it's like the whole pie canned with the crust and everything? Like they had, and they also have meaty puds, which just sounds terrible to say, but. All right, starting with the mashed potatoes.
Whoa, that's pretty good.
They didn't get hot. They got Luke, but these are really good mashed potatoes.
Very garlicky.
I'm now not doubting that you might have smelled them, even though they weren't being cooked, and even though it's through the plastic. These are really good mashed potatoes. I've had a lot of the garlic mashed potatoes in rations.
See, they know what Frey bentos are.
I bought a variety of those Frey bento pies on eBay. Yeah, that's what I need to find. I already started looking around because over here, it's like, sure, you can get a 2-pack for $6. It's like, all right, that still seems a little steep for what they really are, but that's fine. Shipping's $30. It's like, oh, never mind. So if I could find like an 8-pack and shipping was $30, that would make sense. But when I was looking for those, I kept stumbling on one of my favorites out there, and we should make this orange drink. Would you be up for taking that task on, sir?
Sure.
12 ounces of water. So I don't know if you want a half and half.
Yeah, that's all.
All right. So while I was searching, I kept running into Frazzles, these bacon chips that don't have any bacon in them. I don't think really. They have it's like soy and like yeast extract or something, but they're bacon chips or crisps or whatever. But oh my god, I love those things. And for a while there, I could get cases of them, like 36 packs, for just a couple bucks and shipped over here for like next to nothing. I just had to wait a huge amount of time. You think that's 6 ounces each, or are you gonna add more after? Yeah, I'll leave. Okay. But
I really don't know. Kind of eyeballing.
So yeah, it was the best thing in the world. You just had to wait. Yeah, dude, Frazzles are amazing. All caps. That's the attitude of someone who's had Frazzles, because then you're like looking at like a bag of Lay's potato chips. And just you're not bacon, It's never going to be the same.
Do you want to taste test this first? I'm not sure if I made it watery dense enough.
It could use more water.
Okay.
All right. Moment of truth on the pizza.
Pretty good.
Get the little bit of a mashed potato off there, but oh wait. You know, I put the cheese side up so that it didn't melt at all, like melt all the cheese and stick to the package or anything like that. And I think it's got the right feel to the bread. It's got the right density. Feels like it just came out of like a tray of pizza. I mean, like so here in Pennsylvania, we've got what was it, Nardone's?
Elio's.
Oh, Elio's, I guess, is like more widely known. That's what this is like. You know, it would be a rare thing if I didn't enjoy a slice of that. So, you know, it's certainly not New York Sicilian style pizza. It's it's square frozen pizza kind of pizza, but I think it turned out really good for at this point being just under 3 years old. So it's the 10th day of 2021, and this was the 33rd day of 2018. So just under 3 years old. All right, some orange juice, orange drink.
It's interesting.
Well, it's an electrolyte one, right?
Vitamin C added.
Has an interesting kind of.
Yeah, I smelled it too.
I wonder if it's the ascorbic acid or.
When I opened the pack, I got like the description of it. It's like, you know that flavored stuff they give you at the dentist's office?
Mm-hmm.
It smelled like that.
Oh, gotcha. The fluoride paste that you just sit there. I always get marshmallow.
Oh.
It's just the weirdest feeling that you're just sitting there with that tray in your mouth for like half an hour.
I go to the same dentist as you. They didn't offer me anything.
Oh, well, I haven't done that in years and years and years. Haven't had the fluoride treatment in 15 years, but you know, I always get marshmallow.
That was like the initial whiff I got, and then it just went away.
Wait, you get marshmallow? Yeah, I mean, I swear to God, it's out there. Like, ask your dentist about marshmallow. Yeah. This is a PSA. Ask your dentist. Dear Americans, it is important, now more than ever, in these trying times, that you keep your teeth healthy. When you go in for your next cleaning, make sure to ask your dentist about marshmallow. Thank you.
You get a lot of people thrown out of the dentist's office.
Hey, welcome to the stream. I don't think I've caught your name before. I'm going to go with the part I know I can pronounce. LSU Tigers. Welcome. Welcome to the stream. And Michelle, thanks for the subscription. Good to see some new faces.
Oh, hey, Sean, we got an instant coffee in here, by the way.
Oh, wow, we got instant coffee.
Salt, pepper packet.
Well, I think we got to make the coffee.
Crushed red pepper.
Well, too late for that.
Creamer.
Would have gone on the pizza. Oh man. And that's the kind of thing. That's the kind of thing that these MRE Nation rations excelled at. Was these little extras that made the most sense. Like, I'm sure this icing and this muffin top are going to be fantastic together.
Have you ever seen a toothpick in a ration before?
Yes.
That's pretty cool.
Interdental stimulator.
And also there's Smarties.
So, I was going to say, did you finish your, yep,
I did.
it's finished. Let's see, I might have missed something there. Still talking about Frazzles, different flavors, Frazzles. Yeah, I think with shipping and everything, I had the Frazzles down to 20 or 25 cents a pack. It was insane. It was such a good deal. The only time I ever got a good deal like that on British food was like a small crate of, it was like 80 boxes of Jaffa cakes, and I gave them out to everybody I could, and they were like 1 or 2 weeks expired when I got them. By the time I ate the last box, it was like a good year in, and they were getting much more like a harder cookie than they were that like light, airy cake.
What's a Jaffa cake?
A Jaffa cake is kind of like a sponge cake cookie almost, or it's a really soft cookie, and then it has like a brick of jelly, and then it's covered in chocolate.
I
love those things. Actually. I haven't had one in a little while. My sister occasionally got them. It's probably the last time I had one. Let's see. Yeah, now everybody's talking about sending food from the UK. You know, I used to have a good supplier over here for British food that shipped everything over in advance and then sold it to you as, you know, already marked up, and then whatever domestic shipping was the domestic shipping. And that made it a little easier to shop and know what you were going to be in for when you actually bought. But at this point, you know, every time I go shopping, I'm like, oh, I'd love to grab this and this and this. And there's all these like dinner in a can concepts that I really want to try. But then I get to the checkout and it's like, ooh, no, never mind. Never mind.
I'm pretty interested in the Frey bentos. They look pretty good.
The Frey bentos ones, though, I really want to try. Yeah. All right. So we're going to do maple muffin top and vanilla icing.
Nicely put together muffin top.
Just wish they didn't have to throw the bottom of the muffin to the bottom of the sea every time they made one.
Top of the muffin to you. I'll make that work.
All right.
Smells really good.
This doesn't feel healthy. I'm going to commit to that. Doesn't feel healthy. Get a little dead air there. Sorry. Michelle, you're from Edinburgh. Nice. Welcome to the stream. Well, you're in the right place. Hopefully some of these folks can help point you in the direction of some of the findable stuff. I mean, I still use UK eBay. Occasionally find somebody who can ship to the States, but there's a lot of stuff that goes up that's, you know, only for shipping within the UK. Yeah, I was actually thinking the other day, like, just as a, you know, random thought. I'm a programmer, or used to be a programmer in my day job. And I was thinking about making a bot to look at different communities, to like go to forums and read all their posts and just look for keywords and determine how kind or angry each hobby was, forum by forum, and kind of say, like, you know, hey, I went to this model car enthusiast website and they're all a bunch of jerks. You know? But I went to this MRE collector's website and hey, wouldn't you know they're the nicest folks in the world. You know, but the idea could be like, you know, to help people kind of figure out, especially people that are maybe a little more timid about putting themselves out there and trying to make friends and trying to share something that they're passionate about, you know, online or with a bunch of strangers, and you know, then going into a community and being treated like garbage because they didn't say the right things or didn't know the etiquette around some particular, you know, whatever it happens to be. So maybe like just a general warning. It's like, I'd like to get into this hobby, but let me see what the people in that hobby already are like. Are they good people or are they jerks? Like, because I don't want to invest hundreds of hours of getting really good at something and then find out that the only people I'm ever going to be talking to for the next 20 years in my hobby are jerks. You know, like, and there are a lot of hobbies out there where people are just elitists, you know, and they think, you know, they think they're better than everybody else or whatever, and they know their secret language. You didn't say the right thing about like whatever it happens to be. Like, oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Did you call that heater thingy? Well, that is an FRH. That is a flameless ration heater. And we don't take kindly to, no, I mean, like, we're not like that. So, and I'm really glad that we're not. Like, you know, if somebody said heater thingy, there'd be 100 jokes and we'd be showing them pictures of, or somethings, you know. Cook it on a rock or something. Sounds like car clubs. Yeah, I mean, and that's the thing. I mean, all these things come down to the people in them, you know. So I thought it was a neat idea. Like, go out there and kind of gauge group by group what are the nicest things to get into. Like stamp collecting is supposedly kind of brutal.
Really got to watch out for coin collecting.
Hey, Gordon, good to see you. Welcome to the stream.
Wait, how do you see where new people? Oh, there you go.
I gotta figure. Excuse me. I gotta figure this out for combining everything when I start streaming here and on Twitch at the same time. But that's still a little ways away. Almost got there. Almost got there. Yeah, I would think, you know, especially classic car clubs, that could be a thing because there's that whole barrier to entry, you know, that they get to say, oh, well, you know, we don't have to associate with folks that aren't going to go out and buy, you know, such and such car. So I don't know. I could see that being something. But also, you know, folks that get out there and turn a wrench are the most down to earth folks, you know, sometimes. So it's a mix, I would assume. Go LSU Tigers. Oh, I get it. No, I don't. I assume it was somebody's name that was pronounced Go, or because I remember it was like Geaux or something. But I had a friend down in Louisiana who had a French-influenced name, Taras Boutre. It was not spelled that way, and I don't know if I can say how it was spelled essentially, but he was in the Air Force, and every single time someone got to call his name out, well, they had fun with it. Let me tell you what.
I'll tell you what.
Tear-ass! We got a tear-ass butt rage. We got it. Sorry, I had to. His name was Taras Boutre, and yeah, it was. We got a tear-ass butt rage round here.
God,
my name's Taras. No, it ain't. Sorry, poor guy. Got it. Go means go. Yeah, and I really do like the French influence in the Central South in the U.S., especially in food. Creole food.
Cajun
food. I mean, ooh, can't go wrong.
Is there a Cajun MRE out there, or a Cajun ration of some sort?
Does anybody know if there's a jambalaya ration or a gumbo ration? Maybe not ours. I can't think of. Hey, Wes. welcome. I can't think of if we've ever had. I know we haven't had like jerk chicken or anything. Well, I guess that's more Jamaican. I don't think there's been a U.S. one, but French could have done it. Canadians have a ton of variety, so Canadians could have done it. British might have done it. That'd be interesting.
Menu 22.
Wait, what? Gunner says menu 22. Would that be referring to the U.S., Gunner? Let's see. Oh, wow. Seek and you shall, or I mean, look, ask and you'll receive. It's been around for a while. So here's a 2004 one. I've probably even had one of these. I'm just, not as fresh, not as sharp when it comes to all that stuff at the moment. So, okay, so we ate all that. I guess that means it's time to dive into tech. So, or are we going to cook some coffee? Well, we don't have hot water right now.
I could boil the teapot if you really want it. We have an electric teapot here.
Would you be up for it? I'll start setting up the 3D stuff.
Yeah, I'll go find some water.
All right. We're gonna cook the coffee anyway. Split a little bit of coffee. Got creamer, got coffee, we got sugar. So we'll put that over here. Grab 2 cups for that. And then we can put the rest of these away and we can start working on the project. So sweet and sour chicken. So that's a freeze-dried ration. Excuse me. Those are hard to beat in general. The meal cold weather and long-range patrol rations tend to just be fantastic no matter what. The Mountain House stuff, that is. So let's see. So what era? Looking to get them from 2000, 2006. Got it. I just saw a 2017 review, so I guess that means they were eating an old one at the time, which I can sympathize with, having done plenty of times. All right, so let me switch over here. So what I wanted to tell you guys about. So I've been working on an idea. It's a new era. It's a different kind of world, and how do we get people to come to a ration museum? How do we share what we have in terms of the collection with as many people as possible without necessarily always exposing those items in the collection to light, to air, to other people, to moving around for mobile collections, for whatever else? And how do we stay ahead of the curve technologically so that this isn't something that is already 50 years behind when it launches? So we are considering going virtual in the sense that we're going to start scanning everything in the collection and making 3D models out of everything that we have and making those models available for folks online. So in a lot of video games, in 3D worlds, etc., people have taken the effort to get as meticulous and careful as they can with their with their 3D models and all that stuff to make it look like a particular scene, a particular era, a particular time, whatever. And there are a lot of times when rations could enhance that, or could say you're playing Left 4 Dead, or say you're playing some survival, some other survival game, or say you're playing a game that's set in the 1960s in a bunker, or say anything where you might run into rations. If there were asset packs available for the people making these games that had the era appropriate rations scanned in full detail, they could make their game even more realistic. And if those were freely provided by a nonprofit such as ours, well, then more the better. So we want to start scanning everything and make, on one hand, a virtual museum that you can go into and that you can pick up and interact with the things that we have in the collection and get full-on detail, up close. And two, we want to make it so that these items can be, taken apart within that virtual space too. So that you can get a ration, see it in 3D, open it up, start taking the parts out in 3D. So, and then the third part of that is we want the 3D portions to replace the idea of just static pictures on our site. There will be those too, I'm sure, but you'll be able to take any item and zoom it in and out, spin it around, look at it from whatever angle you'd like, and oh, what was on the bottom here? Let me flip and zoom in on the date code on that particular one, or whatever it is you want to do. So I've been messing around with some software, and I'm sure all of this is going to change, and we're just in our infancy, but we started scanning some stuff, and if you check out the Twitter linked below in the about on this video, you can see just one that we quick hashed together and posted. So of a B3 unit that I hastily scanned. So we're going to scan something now and show you guys what it looks like as it's happening. I'm just using a phone for this for now, but we're going to get into hopefully a better grade tech as this goes on. But I just realized something. Nick, could you help me out one more time? Is this hot?
Yes.
Ooh, hot. Damn. That is not how you do that. That is not how you check if something was used to boil water. But
you telling about VR Museum?
Yeah, I left that mat, I believe, on my desk upstairs. Do you have a key?
Yes.
Okay. So let's switch over to here. See if you guys can get a good view of what I'm talking about. So talking about this. So this was a quick scan of just one can, and with terrible lighting, terrible light quality and all that. So this is not representative of the quality of the end product, but you can see like down to that little date code pressed into it, the actual 3D can. Now we're gonna make a couple scans today, so we're gonna scan in a few things and see what works best, because there's some stuff that works and there's some stuff that's a little finicky. We're going to see about maybe scanning in this sniff kit or some of the items in it, or we're maybe going to scan in this Norwegian Arctic field ration, just the exterior, because it's a nice dark item. There we go. Here we go. We got our scan mat to work with. Gonna get that ready. And I don't know, maybe instead of those things we scan in some space M&Ms to start this off, because who doesn't like space
or M&Ms?
So the way this is working. Hey, we have 30 viewers in chat for the first time. Da-ba-da-ba. Hey, thanks for the heads up, Pat. Oh, now we have 28. You scared them away, Pat. You scared them away. All right, so we're gonna go in. Let's see. Gonna get this light over here a little closer. There we go. So this thing is trying, and let me up the brightness on here, and hopefully nothing that shouldn't show up on my phone shows up. So This is looking at that mat and trying to understand the 3D space within it. How cool is that? So all of these little lines on here are individual angles and pictures that it's going to need to take in order to build the image. And again, this is just like the first test stuff. This isn't going to be perfect. So I can hit start scanning here and then start rotating this. Bit by bit, it gets its pictures. Bear with me because this is going to take a little bit and it's going to look a little weird on there. But you're witnessing the future. No, I don't know. This could be something that people really can get something out of. Just the idea that you'll be able to potentially, pick this item up and interact with it.
Oh no, it's coming back around.
I think it's working out all right. There we go. That's a layer. So bear with me because there's, I think, 4 layers like that we have to do. So just trying to keep the picture, keep everything in the picture. Thankfully, it's a little forgiving. And then we'll also be able to, 3D map the entire space that the museum's in and tie that in so that you'll be able to walk into the room that I'm in every week, pick a box, open the box, and see what's in the box. What's in the box?
What is it? Oh.
7.
7.
I am missing everything in chat while I do this. Nick, is there anybody saying anything that I should be responding
to? Not really. Just some people mentioning that they use scanning at work.
Really?
If you have any Dub C says they use scanning at work. So if you got any tips for us,
what do you like? You do this kind of stuff, this same kind of like 3D scanning items for use in like Unreal or Unity or something. So casual, like, oh, mapping something in 3D with a handheld camera. Of course, that old hat. I love the future. We got here so quick, and we're all still such cynics about it, but I just think it's so cool.
Just waiting on the metal legs, man. Want to jump whole buildings.
So to get this really good, I would need to also scan from the back, like flip this over and do a whole nother scan. So
Pat would like to know what app are you using?
I'm using, for this one, for just this test right now today, I'm not sure that I'm going to stick with this, but I'm using an app called Clone with a Q. So it's Qlone. Yeah, I am going to need a Lazy Susan. Or I have a gimbal rig, and I was thinking walk around it with a gimbal. But I think having the camera set on a mount that has like lockable points, maybe, so that you could put it into one angle, lock it, and then rotate the Lazy Susan to get all your shots. Put it to the next angle, lock it, rotate. So this is going to take a little while, and it's going to produce one that's not right because it brings everything to a point for some reason. Then I'm going to hit a button that says flatten the top. I have no idea what this means. I'm just going to tap, tap. Okay, flatten. And then it's going to do its thing again for a minute.
You definitely make
There are motorized 3D scanning rotating bases that one of my clients in my day job used, or back in the day, was a seller of, but now I can't for the life of me remember them. But Steady 30, Screenshot 30, or 3D. I'm like 30. Steady 3D, Screenshot 3D. Interesting. I need to be taking notes here. Pegged 3D. All right, so now.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Now we have an attempt. You know, and I was concerned about something that does look like it reared its ugly head. What is it going to do with all the clear parts? So that's why I'm going to need more than one technology involved, because, you know, like we put some cans on here and it just reflects this checker pattern into the can. You know, so not everything needs those, but the ones that use those tend to have, you know, pretty decent end results. So if I then flip this upside down and did another scan, and it could then combine these two models, and it would fill in the back so that you could get this from all sides. But even still, like just to be able to, you know, interact with, you know, a little pack of Russian space chocolate. No, it's American. It's M&Ms, but there's the Russian part of the label there. You know, it's pretty darn cool. So the idea is going to be while we're still working towards getting, you know, an actual museum people can come and walk in and out of, realistically, we'll be able to, within this year, have a room that people can go to virtually and a website full of pictures as well, with the start of our scanning efforts available. So that, say, you know, we're gonna start with a particular era or a particular theme and try and get everything in that scan so that we can put something together in terms of a display with that. And then, you know, have it so that there's audio to go with it, there's video to go with it, whatever we can. And then on the website, these models can get attached along with photos so that you'll be able to go, you know, manipulate. I don't know what I just clicked. Oh, I think I threw it away. I didn't mean to throw it away. I was actually going to tweet it.
Were these flown, Sean?
No.
No.
So, you know, that's going to be fun. Just over the next few months getting that started. But let's see. I really wanted to tweet one more out from within this episode. Let's see something that's not like, so this one, the clear plastic part didn't seem to come across, just the M&Ms portion. So I'm looking at this Russian pack of almonds. And I think this might, I mean, well, I don't know. This is reflective, but it's also matte reflective right now, so I think this might work. But we'll see. And I think its estimate for what the back will look like will be pretty accurate, so we may not even need to do the back. Or we could try this, but I think this is too big. Because it does say, yeah, this is going to be too big. It does say to use something about half the size of the mat. I don't want to just do the M&Ms again.
What about that can opener for the can?
The Fred?
Yeah.
Scan in a Fred? No, well, I mean, we will have to eventually, but that's a little small and reflective. So the way this particular program works, you're supposed to have a whole bunch of these mats printed, and then you find one that's roughly twice the size of what you're trying to scan. So for something like this, I'd want one about that big. Yeah, I'd want something like that big, and then we could scan it. Let's see. I'll be right back. I know what we're scanning. Somebody might care. We're going to scan in a Dunkin's. We're going to scan in a 1996 Dunkin's bar.
Is that out of a ration?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
That's about right. And there's no clear parts. Let's see. I'm going to give it just a little, this water. There we go. Just a tiny dab there. It's got a little bit of rust from the package it was in.
Patina.
You're a silly man, Nick. This is way too big too. This is the whole grid. But it's crazy. I saw some demos for this and they have these massive grids and whatnot. So I am legit designing a 3D model to print a holding stand for my bars. Oh, okay, cool. Well, you can have a 3D bar to put in your 3D model if you don't already. This is yeah, this was in Lanarkshire. Lanarkshire? I have no idea. It's probably pronounced Bill. I mean, the way these things work. Gloucester. No, that's Gloucester. No, it isn't. No, it isn't.
Worcestershire.
Worcestershire. Yeah, Worcestershire. Worcestershire. It's Worcester sauce. All right, it's Worcester sauce. You guys can make of that what you will.
Lancashire.
Hey, History Savior 1941, welcome to the stream. We're going strong tonight. We had mail call for a fake set of rations, probably made for some Canadian film production. Don't know. Gonna find that out someday or not. Ate a MRE Nation pepperoni pizza MRE provided by Bob from, well, he provided it to me 2 years ago when it was fresh, but finally got to it and it was excellent. And now we're talking through the future, the next big project thing that I think is going to make the museum, able to kind of contribute something in this weird world we're in, where virtual is more and more and more important. So we're talking about scanning in the collection and making 3D objects out of everything. So just for funsies, we're using a phone app today to give you kind of a feel of what that's going to be. So you can see like just the process of, using some augmented reality scanning to make a little 3D model. So we'll get the whole thing in there, and then Nick, do you want to turn this one? Yeah, Lazy Susan was the right idea, Wes. I think 4 of these soft lights. Right now we've got lights playing havoc with each other. You can probably see the bars in the phone. But just like 4 soft lights so that there's no shadows.
How do we go to the next level? Oh,
and a Lazy Susan, and this supposedly works best with the latest latest couple generations of iPhones. So I might get like a last gen or gen before iPhone and see how that works for scanning versus one of these. Oh, we went.
Doesn't go in reverse.
It's not. Okay, there we go. But overall, I've been pretty happy with it so far. But there's all kinds of programs out there, and then Google has this all open source at this point. They call it AR Core. So It might even be the case that, you know, we design something for our own needs, but let's see if I can. I don't think you're going to be able to see this top part unless I do this. There we go. The nice thing, though, about using something off the shelf that already exists is the higher likelihood of success for us for now. Just that need to keep moving. You know, need to keep doing something, or else the project stagnates a little. You know.
Did it get all of them?
No. I just lost the grid. There we go. One more layer. I left it messing with the other camera. Almost. You know, and these are not final scans. This is doing it very quickly, kind of chunkily for the purpose of a stream, so that we can just kind of share the excitement over the idea. Because the first couple of these that I tried messing around with, and then see them actually turning into something in 3D, it's pretty fun. You know, and it's got the gears turning, got the hopes up for being able to actually do something exciting that people are going to think is neat. And then been touring some virtual reality museums lately, you know, like real museums turned into virtual exhibits, and, you know, just archives turned into exhibits. And it's really exciting. You know, it's a whole new kind of field, and it's going to be more and more and more. Diffused light photo rig. Yeah, so I have one, let's see if you can see it. I have one soft light box there that was really a big help just now in making this look, you know, even as okay as it did there. But it's these overhead fluorescents. If I turn them off, there'd just be one spotlight here. But I'd like to have like 4 of those, one from each side, looking down at the thing, and no other lights, so that we don't have that like banding. Now I'm going to flatten it. Sorry. So.
Is there a reason why it does that?
I don't know. I don't know why it tents it.
It doesn't for all of them.
I'm very new to this software. There's probably a setting that I should be checking in the beginning that I'm not. But watch the Shire sauce. I knew I'd been saying it wrong all this time. Watch the Shire sauce. It's those hobbits. Corey, the logo is blue. Is that wrong? No. Okay. Yeah, it's blue. Let me just so you can sleep at night tonight. That's a nice blue, right? Normal blue.
Hey, it's a bar.
Second breakfast intensifies. Okay, so here we go.
That's actually pretty good.
Here is our 3D Duncans. Now remember, I didn't flip it upside down to scan it back, so it's just going to guess at a back. But we could, you know, if we'd have done this a lot slower on a fixed rotating thing, and, you know, all that, like if we had a nice fixed point that's rotating, we have the camera fixed into a frame and just moving it between, you know, its different angles to scan. I mean, granted, like, not saying we even use this at all. There's all kinds of other programs out there. And then there's more professional rigs with handheld, you know, stuff for actual scanning with video. But whatever we use, if this is the, you know, just giving it a couple minutes worth of effort, you know, attempt, just imagine what we're going to be able to put together when we're doing this, you know, for real. So, uh-oh, wake up. Oh, okay. So you know, and it's not bad quality when it comes out. Like in terms of like that's totally readable.
Just with a phone, imagine you do with a computer.
And you know, all these reflections and all these little shadows and stuff, they won't be there when there's, you know, soft light from every direction and there's no harsh light that's hitting through and not bouncing off of everything. So I'm going to save this one.
It's one hefty piece of chocolate. I've never heard of Dunkin's before.
Now that's a rare bar and it's been spoken for, so careful. Yeah, for it just being a guess, I mean, it's just going to take the colors of the edge and then wrap them till they touch each other. So, you know, I think that was a pretty good guess on their part. Oh, how hot is the hot water?
Still pretty hot.
All right, let's coffee it up. I'm glad I thought of the Dunkins. I was like, the last minute before the stream, like, what am I going to scan? I got to scan something. I'm going to tweet this. I'm going to tweet out this Dunkins bar. So anybody that wants to mess around with the little 3D bar. Let's see, here we go. I think it's this button, and I think I accidentally hit Instagram. I don't have an Instagram yet.
Am I using the creamer and the sugar here?
Share with Twitter. Let's see. Just going to say Dunkins of Scotland milk chocolate from 1996 tweet. All right, so that just went out. If you're looking at the Ration Museum Twitter down below, you'll be able to spot that coming through and mess with it. So 1999. Oh, I thought it was a. Oh, well, too late. I said 6. I thought. Yeah, that's. So. Okay. That's the direction I would think that one was looking. Wouldn't you? See the notch to the left and the flat part at the base? No, I mean, look at that one. It has a notch on the top to the left, and it has a flat base. That's what a 1 looks like. Are you sure? Because I mean, that just looks wrong. I mean, I'm sure you know the way the labels always get stamped, but I mean, again, look at that 1. Yeah, look at that 1 versus the same thing upside down. It feels weird. I don't know. Oh, okay. So you're saying you agree with me. It does look like a 96, but the stamp is maybe backwards. I don't know. I mean, that's what I'm saying. It seems like the stamp's upside down, but the dates are 6160. Either way, it came out of a 1993 case. So, I mean, the box that I got was from 1993. So it certainly wasn't a 93 chocolate bar either way. Uh-oh, where did he go? Probably to get a stirring spoon. I wasn't listening, but this worked out.
Oh.
I found some. All right, where's your cup?
Serious John.
Did you get to a point in Fallout where they're making fun of the way we talk yet?
Like us?
Yeah, there's so all these Pennsylvanians came down into the
No way.
the Appalachian region, and they're making fun of them saying Yins and John and
Are you serious?
yeah. So John is a Philly thing.
Now
John in Philly generally means that thing. So you could say,
hand me that John.
you could say, hand me that chocolate John over there, and someone would know what you meant. Or you see that, give me that John full of almonds. That's fine. You got one of them, you got one of them
MRE John.
Poison Johns. Oh yeah, we got the poison John right here. Yeah, we got all your poisons in here. You want some mustard gas? We got that. We got some mustard gas.
Wait, is that what they actually?
You want some chloropicerin? We got some of that. You want some phosgene gas? We'll get you some phosgene gas. What kind of Johns you need? You need some tear gas Johns over in there? No, I don't know.
It's a John extravaganza.
What ends up pulling out the sniff kit every week? And it's not every week.
Sniff stuff.
It's pretty often though. Okay, so Wes wants a sniff kit every time, Wes. All right, so I'm going to show you on the camera that is nowhere near the laptop. Look at that nice, even-looking coffee.
Tastes pretty good.
And it matters, There's nothing floating in there. There's nothing gritty. Gritty, another good Philly reference.
Gritty's new. He's new.
our gliding nightmare on knife shoes. That's a very Philly mascot, I just gotta say. So, let's see, we'll flip back up here. I know these videos get weird when I'm talking from the corner and we're not doing anything in the main video for a while.
For you people in the UK, we also have a Royal Borough of Kensington here. Check it out.
Oh, is there a Kensington over there?
That's the Royal Borough in London, yes.
Is it?
It's a very expensive neighborhood.
I was going to say, is it a nightmare? Because we have a particular type of yoga.
Like townhomes that we have here are like £3 million in Kensington. Anyway.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Well, not here. Here in Baltimore, old folks say witch comb. Oh, Mark Swisher, welcome. What is that referring to?
What do you call them? I bet you.
What?
It sounds like witch comb. Maybe like what you call it? Witch comb.
Witch comb? You mean like when we say John? One of Philly steak and cheese, please. Oh God, yeah. So I mean that's one nice thing about being back in Philly.
Oh.
Like steak and cheese anywhere else, it's not the same. I don't mean to be a steak and cheese snob, but if you order it and it comes on, like a store-bought, like hot dog bun with barbecue sauce,
that's insulting.
You gotta make some. You gotta take a hard look back at your life and figure out how you got there. That you're serving a fellow American nonsense instead of a Philly cheesesteak. But yeah, Philly cheesesteak, you gotta have you gotta have the right bread for one, and then when you're cooking the meat, you gotta cut that bread, open it up, put it on top of the meat, cover the whole thing to finish it off, and then when you're done, you get you come in under it, and you flip that whole thing in together, and that's your sandwich. And if you didn't finish it that way, it's not right. Like it's just not right. It needs to steam that, into the bread in the last moments.
Should call that a Philly ration.
And I don't know. I'm not a Cheese Whiz guy, Curious Pete. So maybe I'm a blasphemer in that sense. But I mean, American or provolone, I'm happy, man. Grandmother always said witch comb when she couldn't think of the name of something. Interesting. I mean, and that kind of stuff. Philly specifically is why I always think of this, but it's those little things that is how they ended up catching the Unabomber, for instance. He used some specific language and or colloquialisms that were able to get him tied to his region through the way he wrote. and the agent that was tracking him, or the team, but the agent that was tracking him had the thought come to him when he was talking to someone from Philly or reading something from Philly, and had that realization, if someone was saying, like if some, person of interest or terrorist that they were tracking used the word John, J-W-N, in a sentence in like a letter that they sent to, somebody they were threatening, it would be a big, giveaway for their region. Like, unless it was like somebody who's carefully planting words from other regions or something like that to throw people off. But like back when this was a brand new concept and a brand new science that they were looking at, that kind of idea was how they ended up getting that guy was by figuring out some part of how they ended up figuring it out. His brother specifically recognized some of his patterns of speech, and then that, along with the agent looking into language overlap and asking people out there to look at the letter and say, like, does this sound like someone? Does this feel like someone like that kind of thing. So it was really neat. Linguistics and criminal investigations are really neat. I don't know how we got there from talking about John, but yeah. And witchcomb and stuff. It's just every region has its own little things that'll really give it away if you try to trace them down. This coffee is kind of an interesting, like, it's pale,
Mm-hmm.
like.
I drank all.
Well, that tends to happen with the the powdered creamers. Well, that leaves us with the final thing for tonight. Nick's never eaten anything 50 years old. And it's a fresh new year. So we are going to have another one of those 1970 pound cakes. So this is October 27th, 1970. And here we go. We're going to open this one with a Fred, by the way. So
it looks new. Is that also a spoon? Like, it functions as a spoon?
It functions as a spoon.
That's pretty cool.
So let's let's see. I can never tell where the microphone is. I think it's over here. Just looking for anything that might be the mic so that I can try and put the can right there. Or is it this?
It's that.
It's that.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to put the can right up here. No liquid to go anywhere. Let's see if we can hear it. Wait.
Ooh.
Yep. That one sounded good.
That's a good sign, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Pulled air into the can from the outside. Thanks, guys. Yep, there is a tiny hole by the camera. And I hope you heard it when I opened it. It was a little quieter this time, but it was,
Also, while you're doing this, cheesesteak wise, Rob and I are making a run next week to Angelo's. It's the new spot in Philly for everybody that wants to try cheesesteak when they get here. Just one man's opinion.
Plug-in cheesesteak company.
No, it's pretty popular now. This is pretty good. Go on a tour. There's like 10 places you should try. Your heart will not thank you.
And you should take his opinion. South Philly Italians, for some reason, know something about cheesesteak.
It was only invented there. It's fine.
Okay. Yeah, Jim's Steaks is good. I do like Jim's Steaks.
It's up there. I just don't like the line there.
Yeah, that one tends to have a pretty long one. Pat's and Geno's are overrated, but
Yeah.
if you're a tourist in Philly and you're gonna do the cheesesteak thing, you got to be able to say you did one or the other. And it's worth it. It's not bad food by any means.
Sonny's is pretty good.
It's better than just about any cheesesteak you'll get outside of Pennsylvania. Sonny's is good.
Sonny's is around the corner.
Sonny's on Market Street is right near the museum. So if you visit the museum when we're open and we're able to let folks come in, you'll definitely have to go to Sonny's. All right, so let's see.
I like reading.
Moment of truth.
Hey. hay.
Ooh, this one looks like it may have dried out a little.
Looks
It's,
like an upside down cupcake.
It's not as moist, but let's see. I'm thinking it looks
pretty good.
Looks good. Smells
Smells like pound cake.
Smells like really good pound cake.
Yeah.
Well, he seems pretty calm about it.
What? Pat's invented the cheesesteak?
No. They're asking if you're hyperventilating over the fear of eating something 50 years old.
I
think he knows me well enough to not really worry about it.
Yeah. If Sean's alive, I think I'll be all right.
YouTube, apologize right now to Michelle. Kicking her off, that's just unacceptable. You know, YouTube will have to say sorry for that one.
I'm gonna write a nasty letter to YouTube right now.
Pat's invented the cheesesteak.
Yeah, no, they did. That's why they call themselves the King of Steaks.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Really?
Yeah.
All right. Really? I'm okay. Call myself a Philly. I mean, I don't know if I could say native. I'm from Chester. But
pretty solid.
All right, here we go. Down the hatch.
I know this sounds like a dumb way to eat this.
Oh wow, this one's good.
This is really tasty.
What were you gonna say?
Is there any icing?
Oh, some of that icing. Oh, let's see. Some of that icing from the MRE Nation one.
Mm-hmm.
I believe we should be able to get some out of here.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
I actually like it this way. It's like so solid, it's not crumbling apart in your hand like a normal pound cake.
And it is slightly rancid, so there will be some weirdness in your mouth. All right. Put it up towards the... There we go.
That's perfect.
There we go. Oh, that's neat, Michelle, because has anybody ever read any of the Dark Tower books? Because they say that in one of the kind of flashback books. Do you can, you know, they use that a lot. Yeah, I can, or I can, you know, that kind of. But
is the rancidity what makes it feel like my tongue is sticking to my teeth?
A little bit.
I don't know what's going on right now. It's like, wait a minute, did I just eat glue?
No. So there'll be a little in the bottom back, like right in here.
That's exactly what's happening.
That's your body saying, "What the hell?" or "What the heck is this?" And it's no, it's interacting with the slightly rancid oils from the outside of this.
It tastes really good.
Rancidity generally isn't, in and of itself, dangerous. Think about it as the rusting process for fats and oils. So it's just rusty fat. It's not bacterially contaminated poisonous fat that's going to carry something that's going to harm you. It's just your body's not going to like it.
Yeah.
It's going to reject it a little bit. It's going to try and, like, the feeling you're getting there is pores closing, essentially, you know, to prevent it from being absorbed.
Like saliva ducts stopping?
Yeah, just shutting down.
Oh.
So It's a neat feeling, but I think it's worth the risk when you eat one of these.
No, it tastes really good. It's just that.
I mean, worth the feeling. Don't take a risk eating old food. I do this because I'm dumb. But
reminds me of my kindergarten days when I ate paste. Just kidding. Don't eat paste.
Don't eat paste. Oh, Nick. I'm glad you came by today. You know, the stream hasn't had a guest since the last time you came by for episodes.
No, this is awesome.
Yeah, I mean, and truth be told, we were riding one day in a rental truck moving, I think it was the couch.
Either that or some form of arcade machine.
When Nick started talking, I was talking about, starting to scan things, and Nick was talking about, like, we got to make a VR ration where you can take the parts apart, and see the whole thing and get down to, like, the actual cooked ration. And I thought that was the best damn idea I'd heard in a while. So we're working on it.
Yeah, I know. Thank God I had that idea in 2020 because I only get like one a year.
So he's almost due for. He could be due for another one anytime. It's like Yellowstone. Any moment now, or not for 300,000 years. With icing or without.
With icing.
With or without icing.
Oh.
Wait. Take your half.
Take a 4.
Okay, mouth's drying out a little bit.
There's water here.
I still have a tiny bit of orange drink.
Well, I'm glad I got to learn exactly what rancidity means now.
Well, we'll have a whole series on rancidity eventually, with diagrams and animations. I can't wait.
This was really tasty, though, to be quite honest with you.
I mean, I'm impressed every time I've decided to go for one of these older rations.
Now, what would happen if you would have warmed it up?
Oh wait, Pat retracted a message. I have no idea what it was or what warranted taking it back. But yeah, eating old food is dangerous. Dangerous, Gunnar. You misspelled dangerous.
Dangerous?
But Sean kills his friend for full owner. He doesn't own anything. He's just a volunteer.
Yeah.
No worries. There's no background, any conspiracies or any of that.
Matter of fact, I mean, he mostly owns me. I live here. I don't get to leave, actually.
Epic West says, I need some 50-year-old milk to wash that down.
Do you have any 50-year-old powdered milk to wash it down with, Sean?
Oh my God. So the pound cake was packed. Let's see, just to add some context. It was Morton House Kitchens Incorporated in Nebraska City, Nebraska. It was packed on October 27th, 1970. So that's the 271070 stamp. I got a box of these, like a dozen or so, and a box of chocolate nut rolls from roughly the same time, just a few weeks later. And they were all in the same batch, or the same collection, and they were all, like the top end base of the can, instead of being like just normal with a little give or even like bulged out, they were sucked in under pressure. So you could tell, like, zero air has gotten into them. Not the slightest little bit. They're 100% sealed the way they were, day one. So if any were going to be fine, it's going to be them. So I'm happy that was the case. They could still have been heat damaged and all kinds of other things over the years, but 2 for 2 on the pound cakes, and that chocolate nut roll was edible. Like if it came down to it and it was, I need those calories to survive, no problem at all. Just eat them, But oh hey, citizen of Utopia. Hey Kelly. Maddie says hi. My throat is fine. Don't worry about it. It was just a little dry for a second. Well, thanks everybody for coming out. I think it was a great episode. I hope everybody had a lot of fun. Yeah, it was amazing. We cracked 30, so I think there might be something attached to that. I'll have to ask Smokey. Anybody that I missed anything you were saying, I apologize. I did my best to stay up with chat, but sometimes I get carried away with the creamy vanilla icing and the 50-year-old baked goods. I mean, just think, 50 years and change ago, this was wheat in a field somewhere in Nebraska, like that wheat was just kind of wafting around there during Vietnam.
Good idea, though. This could be our first manipulatable 3D model because these seem pretty easy.
We'll see.
I have a lot to learn.
The cans, it doesn't like the cans. But anyway, thanks, Ronald, I'm saying goodbye. I think this happened last time. Hello, goodbye. No, thanks everybody for coming out. I think it was a great week. I look forward to seeing y'all again next Sunday at 5 Eastern. And hopefully we'll have another journey into the archives and find something fun. So see you guys all again next week. Have a great rest of your Sunday night, and talk to you again soon. Wait. Okay. Wait, I know I was saying goodbye, but I feel like I need to sign off. How do you guys feel about stay rational out there? Think about it. We'll come back to that next week. Stay rational.